Hello. So let's just dive straight into it. We are up to the trial, chapter 4. Got to figure out how Miu died and who killed her. Didn't you? Yes. So I was hoping to stream a little bit earlier since the last time. But, sure. Things come up. Life happens. But yeah, just watched the Mandalorian finale. That was great. I haven't really done anything with skills in a while. What was I going to say? The Fast X trailer looks ridiculous, as expected. But yes, really have not been doing much. Should have been editing, also I've been doing that. Covered by right answers, so I didn't realize I even get influence recovery. So I don't have that enabled at the moment. No, I did not. Well, that's fine. Let's see if I can remember the evidence.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation. Screw it. This is tiresome.
Gonna say, go and do it again.
You need more motivation!
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
I think everyone loses if that's the case.
Huh? You mean like a tie?
So, was this brought up in a previous game?
It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Oh. Wait, so 2 people survive in that case, if they're both blackened?
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, and that does sound like a pretty big, rule change.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth.
Yeah, this is definitely not a artificial reality.
Got it! We can't die here! Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we...
Kaito's the culprit!
What? Say that to my face!
You just did.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Miu.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. Okay, straight into it. What do we got? Kaito's account, small bottle of
Kaito
poison.
logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's
Impossible.
impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the
That is
blame on
true.
me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
Okay, I felt like I already have to lie off the bat. First, you decide if Mew was killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Now let's have a look
Kaito
at.
culprit? Impossible!
There we go. So, killing game simulator. What's this? Objects can't break. Avatars cannot be injured. Yeah, but she wasn't human. She was an object, wasn't it? Yeah. Is that correct? What's the other evidence?
Of course it's impossible,
Oh, the hammer.
because I didn't do it!
What's the hammer evidence?
I mean, we found that bottle of poison
Marking for power 4. No injuries can be found on the body.
on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me.
Owner's account. Was that looking for a secret of the outside world mansion? A ray of light appeared and he suddenly logged out against his will.
That diversion
Okay, so
was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
Kaito
okay,
logged
let's
out
just start
first by himself.
shooting.
Mew was still logged in, though.
That's true.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of
Impossible.
course it's impossible, because I
I feel
didn't
like
do
I'm just gonna have
it!
to start shooting at random.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Okay, so there's only about 3 options.
Kaito logged out.
First by himself.
You were still logged in.
Though. That's when you poisoned her, right?
Okay, so it's not that one.
Damn it!
Logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in, though.
Although,
That's when you poisoned her, right?
maybe it's this. Yeah.
That's wrong!
I'm unsure why it's this.
You
Oh,
wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it.
yeah, she didn't have bloodshot eyes. That's it.
Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Yeah.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Which means the killer didn't read the label, which is ridiculous.
Then,
But
what
then
was
again,
her real cause of death?
What about this game isn't? Mew's real cause of death. The only one I can think of. The killing game simulator?
This is it!
So she was killed in the game?
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock.
The fact she was clutching at her throat I mean, how'd she do that? She was still in the virtual world when she died.
That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
Yeah, I don't think Gunter's going to be much help in this one.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
I think she somehow flung herself like across the map.
Oh, it seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation?
So Kaito's the only truly innocent person in this case.
That's what we gotta
Proven
think
innocent,
about.
I should say.
Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too
Uh,
bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Okay.
Let's begin then.
Fatal damage that Mia received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. I'm guessing it's the hammer. That's what they're going to assume for now until we find whatever crazy way she actually died.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's
not
focus our
nothing.
efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
Would she have drowned? Would she have drowned? That's actually a good question. Think about the condition of Miu's body. That should yield a clue.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
His corpse. Let's have a look. Well, alright, so maybe she did drown. Didn't even. Okay. Sure.
So let's focus our efforts on that first. Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer! We're going to beat her with his bare hands. Are we certain that blunt force was
Involved?
I think strangulation is more likely. It's possible
Well, she was
pushed from a great height. Could she have drowned?
It seems like Miu was suffering as she died, so I thought maybe she drowned. Now I think about it, there's really no evidence for it. So it was strangulation.
World,
There
Mew
we
was
go.
fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Really thought drowning was plausible.
Was
But
dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer! We're going to beat her with his bare hands. Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation.
Relation.
I agree.
I don't get this though. I still don't get how she
Mew's body
moved
showed
while
severe trauma
still
and
logged in.
signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Mew.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Strangling
get-
and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she's suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation.
Sure.
Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth.
So this wasn't just like a reaction to shock.
But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Okay.
Oh. The Assassin Master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Wait. Was the toilet paper used to strangle her, not climbing?
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Toilet paper.
This is it! During the
Glad that wasn't dragged
investigation,
out.
we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Gonta, just let it go.
What you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
Toilet paper not strong enough to strangle someone.
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
This is a ridiculous one. Sure.
There's no time for nonsense!
Killing Game Simulator.
You know
oh,
the
there's the-
toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
There we are.
I'll cut through your words!
No, just the one.
The
Oh,
toilet
okay.
paper wouldn't tear. Because in a virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Breakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. I forgive you.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
A
Is what I
fitting
found now.
end. I do not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
The culprit meant to get rid of the evidence. They did a poor job of it. It was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Wait, we already know who bought the hammer. Guess that was me, because she was the only one that knew it existed.
That's it! Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
God. Yep, she deleted all
Yeah,
weapons.
she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer.
What was she intending to do with it?
Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why'd she do that?
You bought the hammer for sure. What did she need it for? We need to make that clear. What if she was intending to kill someone? And the person that killed her was just defending themselves? Okay. Mansion, map of world.
Let's
What
assume that
paper?
Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a
Break down a
hammer.
wall. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
She probably just brought it for
Not for the
self-defense.
Or she secretly
Met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the victim!
Well, doesn't mean she couldn't have tried to kill someone
Let's
first.
assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
First, let's do break down the
Maybe
wall.
use it
Objects don't break in the virtual world. Well, it was all that she put in. So I thought maybe she somehow made it so the hammer would
Oh,
work on the
no!
wall. Sure.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
She probably just brought it for
Game simulator
self-defense.
or meeting.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the
Yeah, I mean, she was the victim. I can't really argue against that.
Let's assume
That Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning?
Well, what does it say about the meeting? Go to the chapel, meet Kichi to meet her on the rooftop of the mansion. We volunteered to search the chapel.
To
Yeah.
do with it?
maybe use it to break down a wall?
Okay, objects can't break in the killing game simulator.
Uses for a hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
Well, secretly made out with someone. Maybe that's it.
She was the victim!
Yeah, I have to bring up their meeting.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it? Maybe use it to break down a wall? Uses for a hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer. She probably
She just brought
for self-defense. Or she secretly
We met up with
Yeah, okay, never mind.
I
There's
agree.
Very straightforward, obvious answer.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
It's probably going to tie the toilet paper around the hammer and use that as a grappling hook. Or maybe I'm overthinking it.
with me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miyu called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kichi's already figured it out. She was planning to confess her love for Kichi. I mean, kill Kikichi. Sure.
That's it! She was trying to kill Kokichi.
I mean, I'm glad it's going in this direction.
She was what?
Yep, She plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
But how did Kokichi already figure this out? If I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do it. Pew. Psychic taxi. Yep. This saying Kokichi or killed. Who? Don't tell me it's who tried to kill Kokichi. That's... If there was multiple options, then sure, it's a legitimate question, but we've literally only... Okay. Yeah, Kiba. I mean, Kiba would be the most obvious one if there was zero evidence of anything else. Nope. Why was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? What is the point of this minigame? I mean, we literally just answered all these questions like, right before this. The afterlife. Yeah, Mew was trying to kill Kokichi in the afterlife. What a pointless minigame. This one in the preview looks like it's stuttering a bit. But game's running fine. Don't know what's up with stutter. Was Kaito in on it? Did Kaito put the poison there? Why was a bowl of poison on Kokichi's seat? Divert attention.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
Oh, because she was the last one to log on.
She did that too?
What? Mew was the one who put that poison bottle there? No,
Makes sense.
that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
What is weird about that, Kaito? Other than everything about this.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she
Log in,
did
log out
place the
record.
poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Okay, I was expecting someone to bring up.
When could...
When it was? Yeah, Mia logged in last.
you have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, she must have logged out at some point.
Nope.
She logged back.
I mean, she didn't, did she? Let me just... No, she didn't.
In?
Actually, he's more detailed. Yeah. And never looked out.
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Ah, that's it.
That's wrong!
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
Yep, they all went in at 11 p.m. Man, guess I forgot about that detail.
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
At least Gunter's now getting it. Sort of.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Ah, okay. I was just always assuming... I mean, that explains why the cell phone's there. But I was just assuming it was Kokichi that logged him out from the saloon.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
Cell phone.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs
They do say
users in and
salon.
out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
He logged out, just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew
Indeed.
never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use.
Well, I mean, he also could have, because he was also next to a phone.
She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
And he still could be the culprit.
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same.
I shouldn't have eaten that bit of chocolate after I'd finished my water. Oh. I need to go get some more water in a minute.
Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Bet Monokuma's like asleep or something.
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait,
Yeah.
what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
When's Monodam gonna come back?
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually
not wrong.
took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
He was very insistent.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
So shady.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
I do like Akichi. He can just be a bit much sometimes.
See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
The true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He's completely
was
lost
amazing.
his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up
mean,
with
if
her,
they did,
but the
he'd
door
be
was
dead.
locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open
Well, he
it
didn't have his
easy.
equipment, I assume.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have
Yeah.
the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
That is, well,
I remember You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked, so you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Yeah, I'm still curious about the whole locked door thing.
Oh, I see.
That was a weird pause.
I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we
Okay.
get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
Ugh.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting
Who
the
said she
mansion
was
and
ever on the
chapel
roof in
into
the
the
first
river
place?
herself.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First need to determine if Mew actually was there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all? Loud noise.
Mew was
corpse.
waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the...
That's Mew's account. Saw Mew's avatar through the window. Okay, well.
mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the
Okay. Mew was searching near the chapel, and that's where we found her avatar. Unless she was seen somewhere else. I mean, that is literally what I picked.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
Was it not?
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she
Yeah.
have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
Actually.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
That's not the only way across.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure.
Loud noise. What was loud noise? A loud sound, as though something crashed into something else.
Sure she was
Okay.
waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Whoops.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Okay, just want to confirm that was in fact what I selected last time.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
Oh wait, did I?
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge.
A bridge
It's the wrong thing.
across. So, her meeting with Kokichi, she stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
Arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No. Mew should have been at the
Okay.
chapel.
That's wrong!
That was right, I was just picking the wrong thing.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw
And then
Mew pass
jumping in the
by the
background.
window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only you knew, like with that cell phone.
By jumping in the river.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated.
Good point.
She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
But how would she... Oh, my phone's ringing. How would she get back to the chapel? Okay, and I'm back. See, I lost my one viewer. That's okay. There. Okay. Also went and grabbed my water bottle, which is why I turned the camera. I went, be right back. But yeah, that was my sister on the phone, just wanting to chat. Let's get back into it, shall we?
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
Okay.
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out. It's literally the one other way.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be multiple matters between now and when everything is A-OK, but we'll get there.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
Yeah, what if I end up killing someone?
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
Don't have time to deal with Kikichi right now. I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Miu used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Non-stop debate. And well, which one relates to the river?
A way across that only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to...
Maybe. That's it. What the?
I suppose
Really?
it is possible she used that to change places.
I shot between
Man,
the
you
words.
guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Across that only Mew knew about.
Like a
I like
hidden
that it was
bridge
the river.
besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge,
You used some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone. Maybe
There's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could cross.
I agree.
No, I wasn't thinking about the wall. But I mean, they've made a point showing the river flow
That's it, Kibo.
and how the
There was
bridge
a
ended
hidden
up
route
back
only
over the
Mew
other
could
side.
use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
Unless the wall is connected to the river. To loop it.
The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't
through.
be naive, Shuichi.
What?
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Why? Why, Kaito? Just let me speak. Why interrupt me now with pointless words?
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Okay, Kikichi. I'm used to saying Kikichi. Alright, Kaito. Map. Wall.
What we
use
gotta
avatar.
figure out. is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So why waste time talking about the It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not
No,
actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it.
Ah.
Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object
Whoops,
after
that's-
all. You
I
get
did not mean
it?
to
So
shoot
let's
that
go
spot.
through this one more time.
Okay. Yep.
But you just
Said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
yeah.
I'll cut through your words. The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
Yep.
From human to object?
Did he not know that?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
I was gonna say, maybe she accidentally did it to herself. Now I realised, no wait, she was strangled, wasn't she? Somehow.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
Yeah, thank you, Kokichi.
I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
My new best friend. My previous best friend murdered nearly 100 women. So, that was a sad twist. Hopefully you don't turn out that way.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
What voice was that?
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's
I
it,
guess so.
right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
I don't really trust things she says. No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a
Implications
piece
of
of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore.
Seems he got his memory back.
But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Kokichi's saying all that stuff about Mew just to get the Cubs to reveal something? Guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Well, we know the river teleports to the other side.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The loud noise?
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
So it does loop the other way. It's not that she... Oh, okay, so she didn't block off either side. It was still that one map, but she cut it in half and switched the places. So because the chapel was probably always on the left and the mansion on the right, but she switched them. So even if you still walked one way, you would end up on the other side. The sound still does carry as if the maps were around the right way. So that's why they had Kibo. Maybe it was Kibo then.
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point.
It sounded like worried he didn't know we heard that.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Yeah.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
Okay, Kichi, stop manipulating Gonta.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
I mean... something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion, or that loud noise. The bridge ending up on the other side, I assume. Mind mine. Yeah, that. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I think that's everything. No. This one? Nope. Right. How can I do this? Oh yeah.
I see it! The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Oops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Ugh. This is the most pointless game, this one. Yeah, it's the most game-like one there is. It's just, we should have more nuance, more less obvious answers. Oh, okay, convenient. Which point? Well, we know at which point. When we throw it into the river. Maybe the one with water, not the mansion or chapel? Alright, I thought it was going to go across the whole street, but apparently not. In the middle, doesn't seem like we can miss these ones. Where is the end of the river? Interesting question. Okay. Because it loops. Transition point, mansion side, chapel side. Okay, mansion side. If we're thinking about it as a loop. Okay, I guess we're not thinking about it as a loop. I didn't actually mean as a loop, I mean as like the sides of the map are around the wrong way. Whoa there. Okay. That's fine. Everything's fine. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. Okay, fourth question. Oh, that has the double R. Oh. Yeah, what way is the current flow? Left to right? Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? The opposite direction? Is that... what are the answers? Against the current. Okay. Oh, no, one of each option.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream.
Yeah, I guess I was more thinking if the map was switched around the wrong way. Then the line would be on the other side. So if it comes down this way and across to the right, then that side of the map would actually be on the other side and it would go out. But that doesn't work if the river is on the left side.
And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Right.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know. But Shuichi should know, right?
Maybe.
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Not really.
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Okay. Guess we'll do map of the world. Oh, never mind.
I was wrong!
What's the question? What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried in the river? Lattice near the chapel. Probably not. Emma. Here's Avatar. Meeting. I mean, it's not just...
This is it!
He literally just said that. I didn't think him
It
saying...
might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through.
Last thing he said was... as well, Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unsure way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall. So I thought the question wasn't asking what was the sign related to. The wall was the answer.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right. That's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
Thank you, Kokichi, my part. Please give me a hint.
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. What? We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. Downstream and upstream connect.
that's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
Okay.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Yeah, how did she get back across the river?
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. Wait, in that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
Eh? What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls are the same wall?
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
So we're going to switch the left to the right?
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Maybe. The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. And solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. Let's go with an R. Nope. Let's go with a D. Nope. Let's go with a... whatever this is. Nope. Let's go with an L. Nope. Let's look what the question is. What is a unique feature of the virtual world? Oh, I thought that was an M. The water... world. I guess it's world. Whoops. That doesn't know. There's the go. World. Wait. Okay, not sure what happened there. World logic? Oops. That was the Earth. Oh, nope. Oh, the world loops. Yeah.
I see now.
That's fine.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
Okay, I guess I was half right.
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
You could have just walked from one side to the other.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
So what's the purpose of the loading?
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
She just forgot to disable sounds from traveling through the wall.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
Fine. Okay, back we go.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
Maybe.
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Right, but it loops. It goes the other way.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Gunter is just baffled.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
The wall? What do you mean by that?
Where the loop starts.
Oh yeah, I guess they don't. I mean, I still say the wall.
Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Oh, is the loading line, yeah.
There!
That was right.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it switched.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather...
I mean, whoever designed this world did a pretty dodgy job with that hard line of trees and snow.
Her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Yeah, we didn't need the evil laugh to compliment me.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Thank you.
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
right. Good work, Shuichi.
You're welcome. Now let's go home. Oh wait, there's still a murder to solve.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Did the culprit know the tricks?
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. Is it time for Monokuma Theater? Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve. Can't find the culprit. It would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Intermission. Sure, I will save. Do I normally get an option to save at intermissions? I guess so. Oh, Monokuma and Cubs Theater. Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all. And Monophanie's period is like 2. Father, why do you know Monophanie's cycle?
And another thing.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to lack of hibernation.
Eh?
Lack of hibernation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately. I haven't really been able to hibernate. It's awful. What could be causing it?
Ah.
Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hour? Blah, blah, blah. Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's going into hibernation. We should let him be.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Night night. Okay, a Monokuma Theater that was actually plot. Sort of.
My head!
Monotaro! Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
Yeah.
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
What
Yeah,
a
so-
colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
So I guess Himiko's going to be excited now that there is a whole pregnancy thing.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Sure, let's
I
take
know that's important,
this as long as
but hearing
possible.
you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Sounds about right. I bet she forgot about sound carrying.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
I like how there's actual animation now, at least with this art style.
That's when I saw Mew.
I thought there was
Problem
trees and
is,
stuff
because
to the
of her
left.
murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit kill her.
So they strangled her and threw her off the roof. She went through the wall. And into the side of the chapel?
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things! Killing game bad. Not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends, if things different.
Yeah, you and me.
That might have been difficult.
Yeah.
Even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion.
Poor Gonta.
If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion,
Probably had
the
a crush.
culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other.
Split her off the roof with the lattice thing.
But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Go to not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
We're all still pretty strong, I guess, because Gonta would really jack up the average.
Physical strength equalized? That problem! Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens!
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard? Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Right.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
I mean, so smacking into the side of the chapel. I thought we already established that. There's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. Figure out what that sound could have been. Might be the clue we need to solve this case. What was it? Sounded like something slamming hard into something else. What were those two things? Could be the ladder's hitting the wall, or Mew hitting the wall. I mean, can I say all of the above? But I think it was
That's
Mew.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
No, I guess the others wouldn't have made the sound, but I'm sure they all hit the wall.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Miyu's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on,
Yes.
Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
Maybe it actually was Kokichi, and like he knew he was going to be caught. He knew it was either her or him.
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. Wait, there's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I don't need a hint.
Yo, what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body,
Yeah. Okay. Kichi is talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. Going to find the answer. I mean, the answer's very obvious, but okay. Yes. No. P or D? P or D? D. I thought it was her, but I guess not. Wait, what's that? Tainted Monokuma. Slid off roof. Can we get one more pulse, please? Anytime now. There we are. Oh. Didn't see any Fs. No, two right there. Oh, good.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
No.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It's like everyone just forgets what evidence is
It
around.
would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who am I?
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the copper is something else. Yeah. Really? Means play another game? Pretty obvious.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
Listen to it all. Sit back.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
Yeah, so
There was nothing like that around.
I was going to listen to the whole
That's
thing
wrong!
and then guess, but that was literally the last line, so.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar?
No, everyone forgot that apparently.
The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
That is what he just said, yes.
Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
Loading? What's it loading?
After the culprit
Oh,
killed Mew on
actual
the
animation.
rooftop,
Okay.
they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew
That
off the
launched it.
roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
Brutal. Not as brutal as previous case, but
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful.
poor Sonic.
You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah,
You're gonna be a
Father.
grandfather now.
Or
Yeah.
should I start calling you grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Well, I'm trying to remember where everyone was. So Kibo... Well, who was on the chapel side? It's really only Kikichi that I can think of.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Yeah.
Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from Mew, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
Well, Kaito was logged out. Samugi was with Shuichi. Gonta, I have no idea. That's concerning. And Kikichi.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Samugi, Gonta, Kikichi, and Kaito. Don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. What reason would they have to lie? You should press them for information before making any judgments. Who lied? I don't know. The only thing people were talking about was the lock on the door. Like, he said it was unlocked? Is that the issue? Or was the door never locked in the first place? Let's pick him and see.
It's you!
Yeah.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Oh, just now. I
Which
missed it.
lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Okay. I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. Did you not? It all began when Mew showed us the map. I don't
It was
understand.
that testimony that bothered me.
I don't see the lie there. Uh-oh. Well, I guess pictures will help. Okay, let's just... Okay, never mind. It is blocks of text. That's probably what happened. Culprit killed blank on the roof. Yeah. Right. That's a big one. Oh, don't need to bother with those. It all began when we showed us the map. Or never went to the roof of the meeting. I guess probably this. This one? Let's just guess this one. Crap. Oh, here goes a bunch of seconds. Okay, so it's not that one. Guess we'll go with this one. Right, they're all. Nope. Okay. Lucky last, I guess. Don't think I can solve it. I don't have enough seconds. Yeah, nope. I stuffed it. Time's up.
We can't let it...
So... He never... Did he not go to the roof? I mean, did he go to the roof? At what point? At the beginning when everyone was up there, maybe? Yeah.
I see it!
I'm sure why
When
this
you were
one's
explaining that
suspicious,
the
but...
door to the roof was locked, you said,
I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
but later you said,
He knew the roof was slanted. You could see that from outside, surely. The brick handrail. Could you not see that from the ground? However.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Fair enough.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
I'll say he was faking it, but maybe he isn't.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
I don't think she said
She
that.
totally said that.
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did.
She did not!
She did too.
So ask Kiba, I'm sure he recorded it.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop them, Grandpa! Oh, this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, think of the baby.
Yeah, Grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. Ichi is stubborn. He won't piss up no matter what. If he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. Might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If you don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. So I have to be aggressive.
I didn't go to the roof.
Ichi in the cell.
I've had enough of your lies, man!
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Okay, got that.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man! I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it!
Loud noise. He didn't
What did
hear the
Kokichi
loud
do?
noise.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know?
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Okay. There's really only one thing to argue against, I think.
I didn't go to the
Roof! I've had enough of your lies, man! I'm not lying! The rooftop door was
locked and I couldn't open
it! So what did Kokichi do? I turned back at once, of course, and stayed in the salon the whole
time.
Liars burn in hell, you know?
That's fine, because I'm not lying!
Then why do you look so nervous?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the loud noise.
I didn't go to the roof! I've had enough of your lies, man! I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it! So what did Kokichi do? I turned back at once, of course, and stayed in the salon
the whole time, you know?
Really? Can anyone even prove I'm lying? Okay, I think I actually have to lie and say I
was
saw
wrong.
him. And hello, Gamer Mason 12345.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man!
I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it!
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course, and stayed in the salon
The whole time,
Liars burn in hell, you know?
Ah, really? I missed it.
to the roof!
I got enough of your lies, man! I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it! So what did Kokichi do?
I turned
Back at once, of course, and stayed in the
on the whole time, you know?
No, I got set to lie.
Damn it!
Yep. Okay.
I got enough of your lies, man!
Fifth time's the charm. I'll get it right this time.
So what did Kokichi do? I turned back at once, of course, and stayed in the
On the whole time, you know?
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Agreed.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you,
The salon.
but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Shuichi.
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. Oh, no. Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to
Ah,
pass by
crap.
me in the dining room.
Damn you, Samugi.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
What a great face.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably killed.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
And how do you plan on stopping that? I guess by admitting the truth?
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything.
Yeah.
You guys better listen carefully.
Fess!
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her.
Interesting.
She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I work together with Monokuma.
Okay, so now we're getting to this point.
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
So the motive was just... So there was no secret in the virtual world. That was just the motive to get everyone in there.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
Bit left field, but okay.
Huh?
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now!
Okay.
The truth is, Gonta and I work together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
So when they both...
As the Killing Game Busters!
What? They did both leave together at one point. That was before anything happened. They came back before anything happened.
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with the murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
Yeah.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
Unless Gonta had the VR headset wires mixed around, that might have messed up his memory.
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth!
Cut that out! I told you it's not gonna work!
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible!
Well, impossible, as Gonta would say.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What?
Gonta not understand what's going on.
Ugh.
But still. Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything.
Yeah, he has no memory
And
of it.
also, Gonta not tell lies. and Gonta not make trouble for others.
How could you do that to Gonta Kokichi?
'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check.
course you
Gonta's
did.
definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why, I can't be the culprit!
Okay. His looks just get worse and worse. So why can't he be the culprit? Toilet paper? Oh.
I am not the culprit.
Yeah, setting.
Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
If Mew touches
The
Kokichi,
clue is how
freeze.
Mew is killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Yeah.
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Yeah, well, and that's sort of
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So
pointed out
you
the
could have
answer.
kept
Sure.
struggling. That's wrong.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
What?
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then?
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit.
Are we gonna get to what the hammer was for?
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
Could be Samugi.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. We want the truth. We might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective,
Is it still alive? I'm saying it's saying no data. What's going on? Yep, excellent condition. Okay.
I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off.
Because there's multiple things that haven't been brought up yet. And we're not going to end the case without things being relevant somehow. So the wires in the back of the head, which might cause glitches if we're in the wrong way, that has to come back up.
We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to.
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone survives.
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, leave Gonta.
I believe him, but I believe he believes it.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
where
we need
was
to
he,
seriously
actually?
discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But
Alright,
Two for
split us
one
up.
truth special.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We're not
Sorry
gonna.
to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem
that
pretty
other-
evenly split right now.
Game? Argument? What's it called?
So, the Ultimate Academy is
Yeah, that
proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito.
I was never your sidekick. I said psychic. Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. As the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. Split opinion. The dead people. Could Gonta have committed the crime? It's impossible. It's possible. Bait scrum.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I've got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Yeah.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I've got this! No,
No, it's in the
none of
entrance
us
hall.
were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the...
Kibo!
Yeah.
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I've got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
But Kokichi confessed he was
Shuichi, are you...
saying that Gonta is the culprit.
I've got this!
I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a...
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop with...
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance.
I've got this!
No,
No!
None of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
Kokichi confessed he was working with
Kokichi!
There we go.
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill...
I've got this! The truth is,
Gonta could have murdered Mew.
And then start pushing A.
this is our answer!
Okay.
In my opinion, As long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
I'm not believing Kokichi. I'm just saying we
That's
should
not
discuss
it
it.
at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
So maybe that's... I remember before all this happened, when Kokichi was talking to Monokuma, he mentioned something about a seat. So I wonder if he knew which seat Gonta was going to be in, so he purposely messed with his headset to make him forget his memory. Or...
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Maybe this whole thing is just about Kokichi helping Gonta learn how to win a trial?
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
Don't like where this is going.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Yeah, it's just trying to get to the bottom.
Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
That might be a good thing to say if you didn't have that evil smile on your face.
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault. Everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. 'Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
Because he has no memories.
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Kokichi say? I've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. The whole time Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand either. Me like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping. That strange dream. Gonta don't understand anything. Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happened? Why? You killed. Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta have no idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense? After logging out.
That's it!
As shown in the scenes we just saw. That was immediately after. It was after he logged out. That makes
Did
sense.
Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta, that was... What? Avatar. When everyone logged in for the first time, an avatar user error occurred.
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. Okay.
An avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's because he has no
what I
memory
thought
of
at
it.
first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
That error is what's affecting Gonta. And it's making him forgetful and loopy. Then what was the error? What could it have been? Switched wire? Switched cord? Okay, I'm not sure what this word is. Oh, memory, I guess. Memory wipe? Okay, now, is there a difference between the M's and the W's? Okay, maybe it's not wipe. Memory loss. Okay.
I see now. I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused!
So how do we prove this?
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Anything.
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Okay. So, what are we trying to do? Log in, log out. Use avatar.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Remember because
Device instructions. Here we are.
Doesn't remember a
want
thing
keep
about the
everyone
virtual
safe!
Isn't he
You
just
did it, but
Gonta would never kill a friend.
world. If there was a
Isn't that
glitch,
something we
Gonta
can
is
just
gentleman!
assume?
Protect
it
friends!
should have
There's
affected
glitch.
all of us.
your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all
Gonta
okay,
can't
Gonta not lying!
that means there was.
Yeah.
I heard it!
Did he do it? Or did Kikichi mess with
The cause
his
of the
headset
error that
on
affected
purpose?
Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
The red consciousness cord in the right port, blue memory cord in the left.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory.
Why would there not be an error with consciousness?
Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I thought it was the other way.
Do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
How Gonta supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
He's gone to left-handed.
Oh, but going to hold chopsticks with this hand!
That's your left hand!
Yeah.
What?
Looks like it's decided.
What? Decided. He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Going to not remember. Going to not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Going to fall asleep when he put helmet on. When going to wake up, Mew dead. Going to not know what happened. So, going to worry. Going to not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But going to try his best to understand. Going to imagine real hard.
So, how did Kokichi figure that out and manipulate him?
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Going to not kill Mew! 'Cause why would going to do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this!
Yeah, I'm interested in how.
And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
No.
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
Unless he
But
split
Gonta is
reverse
such a
somehow.
gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
The motive was pretty irrelevant to the actual trial in the last case. Didn't find out the motive until after.
Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies!
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right? Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
Reason, well, we know this. I couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Because he was logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
Yeah.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Tsumugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
Then solid alibis, I guess. Each other.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Tsumugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
So why did... He couldn't have killed me.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
Not Gonza.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Gonta. How did Kokichi convince him, firstly? And why? The motive is sort of
It's
relevant.
Gonta.
Because also, why would he then solve the case himself?
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Mew Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy.
Yeah, I don't see like a final thing, unless it's against Kaito in defense of Gonta. I can't see Gonta defending himself.
But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions
You
to
want proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Gonta, did you see Kiba around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Yeah.
Kokichi said it himself.
He used the toilet paper
When
to
Mew's
get climbed
avatar
down.
crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough.
Could Gonta have normally done it?
How about that? Now
Still
you get
high,
it,
very high
right?
roof.
If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
Yeah, don't get his hopes up.
What? Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. Kaito were right, and this horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please!
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry
Yeah.
reasoning of yours apart
Figured
and
it'd be
wake you up!
Kaito doing the final argument. Can't do much detective work now. I'm all to survive. I can't back down.
I'll never accept this! Don't
It does
you know
make me
Gonta
concerned.
at all?
That,
He's not the kind of guy who kills someone.
but I guess that's not really a concern.
Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at
say,
all?
That I'd never have
not
one of
the
these
kind of
with
guy who
Kaito
kills
in his own
someone.
case, but good thing he won't have his own
Damn it!
case.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you... Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what
None
Kokichi
of that
has
cool I
done
want
to
to
us.
believe.
Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us. How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that, but there's a reason Gonta's not the culprit. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us. How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth
Oops.
this, the truth that, but there's a reason Gonta's not the culprit. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Damn it!
There we go.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop.
Discovered toilet paper. Inside the mansion.
Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Damn it!
Toilet paper
There's
discovered
no
outside
way
the
to leave
mansion.
the mansion from the rooftop. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gonta's always tried to Damn it!
Okay.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop.
Discovered. Toilet paper outside of the mansion discovered? No.
Who do you
Well,
want
how
to
am I meant to
believe?
read this?
Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop.
Outside of mansion discovered toilet paper.
Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us. How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop.
With the toilet paper.
Who do you want to believe?
What haven't I done?
Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us. How could Gonta be the culprit? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop. Who
Yeah.
do you want to believe?
I'll try the first one again. Okay, so
Remember what
somehow
Kokichi
got
has
that one
done
wrong.
to us! Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper outside the mansion.
Who do
Yeah,
you
no.
want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to
I'm
us!
forgetting what I haven't done.
Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
The mansion discovered the toilet paper outside of. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and think. It's not discovered toilet paper outside the mansion, or toilet paper discovered outside the mansion. Did I try the discovered first? Discovered toilet paper outside the mansion.
We can't let it.
After the whole thing again. Ugh.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now?
Oops.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why, damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that, but there's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that, but damn it!
Let's try
There's no
discovered
way
first.
to leave the mansion from the
Discovered the toilet
rooftop!
paper outside of the mansion.
Who do you want
Okay.
to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the
Toilet paper
rooftop!
discovered outside of the mansion.
It ends here.
Wow.
Damn it!
Really? I didn't try toilet paper first?
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion.
Well, I got there.
That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
I'll be cutting most of that from the video.
Toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they used the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof,
Was Kokichi sitting next to Gonta? I was wondering if Kokichi knew the wires were switched.
then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
Yes, there was.
I know because I investigated the roof.
Well, if you forgot the one thing that's on the roof, then that's a pretty poor job investigating.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
There!
The binoculars.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Really?
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
How did Kokichi convince him? That's just what I want to know. Like, I have to load that.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such terrible thing?
Oh, Gonza.
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop! I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me.
Okay, well, that sounds harsh. He can't confess, he doesn't remember.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Ugh. My heart.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. What do we got? Map of the virtual world. Where are we? Standing around. Bottle of poison. That's at the beginning, I think. Yeah. What else we got? Toilet paper that doesn't tear. A picture of her being strangled, so further up. This one, I guess. Next up we have letters used like a sled. Cell phone, where she logged out. Yeah, there. She used the cell phone to log out Kaito. Then Kaito Momoto logged out. It'll be the very next one. Mew smuggles in a hammer. Then through signboard into river, that's early on. Is who's investigating river? What's this? Okay, so Samugi was investigating the dining hall. Blue cord on the right, red cord on the left. That's probably the very first thing. Yep. Kaito Momota logged out, so. Oh no, wait, that's right. He was investigating the ceiling, then got logged. The ceiling. Investigating the roof. Boy is logged out. put the other two in first. Yuichi. Investigating the kitchen. The culprit was investigating outside. I mean, if you just say he's the culprit, that's influencing him a bit too much if this is how you are explaining to him what happened.
This is the truth of the case!
Act 1.
The case began last night.
Where's Gunter? Just behind it? Away from everyone else?
After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar.
As if you're assuming it's Gunter. I mean, I know we've pretty much proven it, but still.
As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in.
What are those single cords coming out the back of the head?
She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out, objects are unbreakable, your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme.
It's interesting how she was going to murder someone.
The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
So I guess he just... Okay, so... his goal wasn't to win the game, it was just to kill the person that tried to kill him without doing the killing himself.
Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world.
This is a very adorable art style.
Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river.
Considering she did it so on purpose, I don't see how she thought she'd get away with murder. Like, they still I think they still would have figured out everything.
This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
Yes, you know, all those pranks she pulls.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion.
Again, if you assume.
Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out.
She looked at Kaito.
Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with the culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind.
Okay, I guess I never really thought about Kokichi actually being there when it happened.
And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
But I still don't get how she moved in the real world.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world.
She was grabbing at her throat in the real world.
After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room.
So is no one else going to pick up that?
And placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
That just revealed that Shuichi lied about being in the salon waiting for Kokichi.
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof.
But what was their plan? Like, they must have assumed it would hit the wall.
It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a
Like, if they were
panic,
anywhere
the culprit
else,
tossed the toilet
that
paper
would have made
somewhere
things a little bit
nearby.
harder to figure out. Maybe.
Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember.
Better.
This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand. But if everyone agrees, then everyone probably right.
Gunter, not smart boy.
Going to trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Going to kill Mew, forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why go to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
No, I feel like you should explain to Gunter what happened.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already?
It sounds like it's a bit more
What a
perky.
buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together
He's like,
and
yeah,
let's
I don't want to
begin!
reference this. Don't even want to think about it. His two
The
children.
heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
What if I don't vote for him? We'll just...
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
What if I voted for Kikichi, actually? That wouldn't matter. Like that Gonta did. Well, maybe, knowing Gonta, he probably voted for himself. And Kikichi probably... That vote's probably Kaito or someone.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I think we made the right one, but not a good one. Gonta. Did they even see the murder? Like, how do they know he's the guilty one? Oh, I know I didn't get all A's. Can I scroll down at all? B. Okay.
Absolutely right!
Well, look at that. You voted correctly. Congratulations, you guys.
Let me hear your joyful voices!
Give yourselves a hand. Let me hear your joyful voices.
Let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Why?
Wah!
Geez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I know, I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid? Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having 6 tuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kikichi. You said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said you were going to liven up the killing game and the class trial. I said I'd put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. That was just a lie.
Oh.
Oh, that was just a lie.
What was that?
You just laughed it off?
Hey!
Are you satisfied, Kikichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all that, but it's more like... How do I say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, let's have Gonta explain. Huh? Gonta.
Please stop!
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
All right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator.
Huh?
What?
Because?
Why don't we ask Gonta in the virtual world?
But
But going back to the virtual world is... There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method. Oh, is it all
Gonta's
recorded?
memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data.
Wait, he has... Everyone's consciousnesses in there?
Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta
Oh.
is now complete.
Oh no, okay.
Alter ego?
Basically,
Is there an alter ego in the
it's a
second game?
separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space.
I mean, there was the guy that got turned into a robot.
If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Huh? What this? What happening? Huh?
Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand. Who this Alter Ego person?
now then.
See? It's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gunter's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then, other Gunter. Tell Gunter.
Why?
Why did Gunter kill Mew?
Huh?
Kill Mew? Why does other Gunter know about?
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
Then, Gunter no could save everyone.
Huh?
Save everyone?
Gonta don't know.
Hey, answer Gunter. Why did Gunter kill Mew?
Wrong.
Gunter just want to save everyone. You wanted to save everyone?
That's...
Gunter, what do you mean?
Gonta.
Gunter think for a long time. How can Gunter be useful for everyone? Gunter not smart enough to help with trials. Gunter strong, but no can fight exocells. Gunter feel frustrated, because Gunter no could do anything. Gunter understand how this Gunter feels.
Yeah.
Technically, they're the same person.
But...
So that's why Gunter think he have to do it for everyone's sake. Gunter think he gotta do it, because everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
So, Gunter kill Mew.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all.
Oh.
Jeez, Gunter is bad at explaining as always. Guess I'll have to help. So, if you remember what happened at the time... No, we shouldn't. We want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kikichi.
Huh?
The card key? So, you used it?
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world.
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? Why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Mew's plan, and it hit me. If I combine the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean?
Hey.
Hey now, you gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again.
In other words,
Me chime in. The motive keycard that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me when Kokichi suggested that we reuse the motive.
yeah.
We should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation. Then you might want to not keep watching at the moment, because I'm literally explaining the chapter 4 murder and culprit. But yes, it is quite fun.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world in the flashback light?
What?
The secret of the outside world is the virtual world. The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light,
You know?
and if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories. Yeah. Yeah, it's taken a bit of a turn, but yeah.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait,
But why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
Huh? You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. You have to finish up this case first. Last chance to leave before spoilers. When Akuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
Hey!
Hey, you even knew where it was hidden. That's not fair.
To tell you the truth,
That was the wrong voice for her. I just placed it. I never actually said I hid it.
Too bad.
If I had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was. It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
The Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. Yeah. Yeah. When Kokichi and Gonta leave together. But Gonta can watch Kokichi so he not do anything weird. Gonta, you're so sweet. But I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfless and courageous, you'd make a terrific bodyguard. Bodyguard. You by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go. Ah, wait, Kokichi. It's okay, leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep eye on Kokichi.
Could it be?
Was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
The only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta!
After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mansion. Yeah, okay. Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret to the outside world is hidden in it? We gotta tell everyone. Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a lie like me so easily? Yeah. This might be a trap, you know. Didn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone. I wonder how the flashback light works in virtual world. Enter there, Gonta remembers secret of outside world. But that, just to confuse Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if you want to save everyone, you should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
What?
No way!
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you're not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta thinks it would be easier to die. Man, he completely destroyed Gonta's spirit. What? Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta, agree. Academy that forced students to be part of a killing game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But it's still hell outside. What do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they die for? Hell outside, and hell inside.
But...
And then, Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right, the only way you can save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
You get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more? Kokichi. You're terrible.
Hold on!
Wait a minute. Still don't get what's happening. What outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget?
Hey!
Hurry up and tell us, or else we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us. Why? Because if Gunter tell you, then everyone will end up like Gunter. Everyone despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. Despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Did you think the kind Gunter would tell you about such despair from his own mouth?
But
But now we don't know any more than when we started. Now you know how Gunter and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Then can't you accept everything about this case? You can imagine the rest, right? I used Miu's plan and turned it against her. Hid Gunter away from sight, where Miu and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaito's not here. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm glad you asked me to meet up with you, Miu. Is this a booty call? Or are you just here to kill me? So you figured it out. There's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Uh-oh, guess I'm in trouble now. When did Kikichi find out that he was reprogrammed? Or maybe he just never knew, and it was just coincidence that he didn't do anything. I'm sorry, but you just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. It's my duty. It's my duty as a genius inventor. I can't afford to die here. Sorry, Gunter. So sorry. Don't be sorry, Gunter. She was trying to kill me too. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that's just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gunter, sorry. Gunter, so sorry, Miu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We have to do this for everyone's sake.
It can't be!
Gunter would never...
By the way,
You should know that it was Gunter's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall.
Huh?
What? Gunter's idea?
Gunter!
Before Gunter went to the roof, he happened to see Miu walk through the wall. Okay, I was wondering how they knew. Gunter tell Kikichi, and he'd think of everything else.
but...
Gunter gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team.
Stop it!
Good? What's good about that? You're the worst. That's whole story. That's everything that happened.
Well,
So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world.
Sorry!
Gunter no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
Well, I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kikichi.
How can this be?
But Gunter did kill Miu. Gunter really did it.
Sorry!
Sorry, everyone. Gunter is so sorry. Gunter. But Gunter's plan to save everyone fail. Gunter not save everyone. Gunter just make everyone suffer more.
Gunter, idiot!
So stupid. How can Gunter call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gunter tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. But we reached for the truth, and Gunter's plan failed. Second. Okay, that's my sister. Apparently her internet, like throughout the house, is saying she's in America. Like she's trying to watch Netflix on her TV. And it's giving American stuff. And on her laptop it's saying she's in like Virginia. And same with her phone. Like anything connected to the Wi-Fi. Quite odd. Anyway. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything. That's what you said. But you reached for the truth, and Gonta's plan failed.
Huh?
So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth? Yeah, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. Could have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Mew for that sake, you know?
Don't screw around!
Enough of your shit. You made him kill her.
Please stop!
No, Gonta is bad. Because Gonta kills someone. Gonta is murderer. It's true. Yes, Gonta make everyone suffer. That is true.
Sorry, everyone.
Gonta is sorry he failed everyone. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta's so sorry. We get it. You don't need to apologize anymore. Probably you're thinking that I should have taken on the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me. The role of villain is perfect for me.
I know that!
I know already. It should have been my responsibility. But when I realized Mew was targeting me, I thought to myself, you must already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
And in fact, you are right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I!
That's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough!
Okay, but you didn't need to push everything onto Gonta.
Please stop!
Stop. It's okay. Everyone, please, don't blame Kikichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you... How nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be a gentleman.
Hey!
Hey, so, are we done yet?
Huh?
What?
And another
You guys
thing.
are starting to talk in circles, so let's just move on to the exciting stuff. The eagerly anticipated punishment time.
So am I!
Wait, if you're gonna punish him, then please, punish me too.
Huh?
Kichi,
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then I... It's okay, Kikichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself, for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But...
Just promise Gonta that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise. I can see Kikichi... I mean, if he was really in this state of mind, just killing someone. I mean, he just try to kill everyone, wouldn't he?
Okay.
Nothing's changed since this time. Alright, it's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokahara. Hey man, I bet his punishment's gonna have a lot of gross nasty bugs.
Ah!
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. No, it's not that. It's coming.
Yeah?
What? Already? Contractions are speeding up. Any minute now.
Honey!
Quick, hold my hand.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Gonta!
Wait, please. I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta.
No.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Yeah, Gonta not cry. Gonta's really not scared.
How can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset he could not protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Sorry,
Gonta,
everyone.
love you all.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta is so sorry for being stupid. Poor Gonta. Literally anyone but him. I guess that's probably why they made it him. Oh god. Robot wasps. Wild West insecticide. Is it monodam? Or is it actually going to be like a whole bunch of new cubs? Oh. What? Oh. Okay, so they both dead? That took a time. Poor Gunter. And somehow everyone saw that. Surprised? What a twist, huh? Even I
Thrilling.
didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been destroyed.
Dang it.
So sad. All that cuteness gone to waste.
Why?
What are you talking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children?
Unbelievable.
Just lately, they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. Yeah. I'm never gonna get a hang of this whole parenting thing.
But how?
That's why?
Got a minute?
Doesn't matter now. We don't have time to give him attention.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kids. Later. Oh my god.
Damn it.
Damn it, why'd it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey, Kikichi, why don't you tell us now? What is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know it, we won't be able to understand or accept it. I can't accept it either. Kikichi, what is the secret of the outside world? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far?
You?
Kikichi, if you really cared about Gonta, explain yourself to everyone and... I don't want to.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying? You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Fake crying?
Because?
If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What? Hey!
What do you mean, what really happened? Why did you make him do that?
No.
Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
Huh?
What do you...
Which means...
Gave Gonta an incentive, so I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. I actually wanted to save everyone, like what Gonta
You
did.
really don't get it.
I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. Should have realized that. Yeah, I was thinking... I mean, I think I even said that.
Hey!
Then why did Gonta...
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Kikichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. When I saw it, I finally saw Kikichi for what he really is. Malice. Entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm
Good
one
chat.
of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Ben?
So for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Mew and Gonta?
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Marky Roll?
You bastard!
Someone like you has no right to call me Marky Roll.
Do you want to die?
You look so much better with the scale on your face, Marky Roll. But hey, you guys are just way too trusting. No one yet suspected me more than... Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths.
Don't screw around.
Meaningless deaths. Kaido screamed and sprinted up to Kikichi like a bullet. Dull thud resounded throughout the through our skulls.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You!
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slower? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
We're going to get that reveal.
Kaito!
Oh, she really cares. Are you okay? Kaito kept coming at him. And Maki glared at Kikichi with piercing
Got a
eyes.
minute?
Someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now. You believed a lie like that?
You bastard.
You really want to die, don't you?
Let's have more fun.
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito?
Maki!
No, Maki. What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose a cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway. Kishi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaito's side. Kaito, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder?
Sorry.
Sorry, my MP is at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic.
Oh?
Hey, why are you so worried about this pathetic?
That's wrong!
Pathetic. Look at yourself, Kikichi.
No.
Kaito always has us by his side, see? No one wants to be around you. You're alone, Kikichi, and you always will be. You talking about friends? Friends don't make this game more into...
Oh, man.
Jeez, boring. I'm no longer interested. I don't care anymore. But I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. Kikichi spat out those words, then left the room.
Kaito!
Kaito, are you okay?
Huh?
Hey!
Kaito? You don't look well. Didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something? I'm okay. It's fine.
Okay?
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... I said, I'm fine. Kaito tried to get up, but... Kaito doubled over. His knees gave out and he collapsed hard.
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill.
What is wrong?
I just coughed too much and cut my throat or something. I don't know.
As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. Yeah, that's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito!
Okay, I'll go with...
Shut up!
Don't follow me.
Huh?
I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off.
Well,
I'll go with him. It'll be bad if he collapses on the way.
I can't deny it.
Right. We'll leave it to you then. Don't worry about Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all. Why? Why did it end up like this? Thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. And I wanted it so damn bad, I kept fighting for it, fighting for the truth. And this is what I get? By trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game. Just like Kikichi.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now is the time. I'll end this killing game.
Again, his looks just get worse and worse. Oh, okay. This world's mine. Kikichi Oma. Chapter 4. Live and let the languid world live. Seven people left. To be continued. And that is where I'll call it, I think. Save thing pops up. Obtained empty insect cage. Yes, that's where I'll call it. Don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Probably not. I do want to get some editing done. And I will start uploading videos. I have 3 done so far and a bunch of shorts. So they'll be probably next week. Starting next week. But I'm glad I got through the whole chapter in one go. The whole trial, I should say. That was almost 4 hours. Ugh, I really need to get going because I was meant to go off an hour ago. But anyway. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'll be editing and uploading this at some point. Yes. Anyway. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.